Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in Week 2. And it was the visiting Seahawks who were victorious in that one. So they now look for the sweep here back home in Seattle. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it. Check 52. 12's the mic. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Right, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run. 2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. Sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. They'll go option to the short side. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. And to give this time to the tailback. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
57's Mike 57. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain, too.
3 yards remain for 2nd down.
Quit talking about it and bring it. Check 43.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cardinals are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing to start the drive. Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Taken at about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff looking right. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, they always talk about playing great team defense, and that was an excellent example right there. Everyone on assignment, no one in the wrong spot, everyone filling their gaps.
2nd and 8.
Check right, check right. Mike 12, Mike 12. Too little, cut. Check. Bang.
Locke taking the snap at 1. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out into open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
2 first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Check 31. Switch. Patch it. Shift.
Now a play fake, and here's Locke. They'll roll him out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Check 13. Switch. He's checking.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Locke gonna throw. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Come on.
Here's Murray. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards, and it's 3rd down.
To throw is Murray. He's going deep for Brown. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day. But that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4, 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Let's get off the field. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
Now they try the right side here. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he'll take this forward to the 27.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Now a handoff looking right. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now to the air, Locke. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Shotgun snap to Locke. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw it is Locke. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. From midfield, here's Locke. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Myers' kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. These two teams, they met up in Seattle earlier in the year with the Seahawks coming away victorious. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They go quickly here out to Moore. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Murray. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Hopkins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mark 38. Mark 38. Mark 38. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. Check. Cross. Easy. Check. Check. Check.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. This goes to Mack on the check down. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Green.
To throw, it's Murray. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Out of the gun. Here's Murray. Steps away to his left. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, He's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. Hits Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Mack. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Come on.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. That'll be caught. It's Isabella. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Prater on to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Block off of play action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. On play action, Locke. Flush to his right. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the Cardinals are going to take over at their own 41. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going deep for Brown. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. They'll run here with Mack. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marlon Mack, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Here's Locke to throw. Flushed out right. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Mike 12, Mike 12. Here we go, here we go.
Now Locke, got to have this one. Eluding the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off around the 37. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Watch the twitch. Check it out.
Murray flips his forward on a jet sweep. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
On first down, Mack. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And it's still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marlon Mack with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Cards use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
Here's a diving catch right side. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. He's going to let it fly. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Locke escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for Seattle. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Locke looks to throw it again. Flush to his right. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way.
You've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Check 43. Spawns. Safety crib. Watch out.
Shotgun now for Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. This will be caught by Brown. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. This to the outside for Mack. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard.
Here.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. They go right back to Mack. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Now Prater to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Cardinals 34, Seahawks 3.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.